Hey everyone, welcome back to another video where today we're going to be reviewing the classic Sonic 5 pack 2.5 inch Jakks Pacific figure pack, I guess. Yeah, I was just browsing through the GameStop website and I found two things. One of them hasn't gotten here yet, but clearly this one has. So yeah, before we begin, make sure you like and subscribe. Join the Discord, link in the description, and check out the Twitch, link also in the description. Also, tomorrow, being tomorrow is New Year's, I am renaming the channel. You'll see it then, but it's going to line up with my Twitch a little better. It'll be easier to connect that. The guy on Twitch is also me. So maybe then it'll help out my Twitch a little more too, being I generally don't get much action on there. So yeah, but let's just get right into the box here. So right away, we have our Sonic running through a ring here, classic Sonic to be specific. Sonic logo, Jakks logo, classic collection figure pack. You have a window so you can see all 5 characters. On the side, you can see classic Sonic, Sonic the Hedgehog, and it says classic up there with another Jakks logo. On the back, you get a view of every single figure in the package. On the side, same thing as the other side. On the top, Sonic logo. On the bottom, not much else besides this cool Sonic that's looking at these rules or legal stuff. Another Jakks logo. And yeah, let's get into the figures. All right, and here I have the figures out of the packaging, looking very nice. They are pretty hard to get out of the packaging. Tails' iconic Tails broke off while I was doing it. I shouldn't say broke off. They came out of the little joint they're in, which I'll show you when I get into them. But let's start with Sonic. So starting with Sonic, he looks really great. He has a nice blue, light blue paint for his blue parts, light skin tone for his, skin parts. And overall, the paint is applied very nice. The only part I don't really like about this figure, besides the pre-pose, but that's kind of what you get with the 2.5 inch figures, is the fact that his teeth, his mouth here, like, I don't know what that's saying. I don't know if he's pissed. I don't know if he's uncomfortable, smiling, cringing at you. Who knows? But other than that, figure looks great. I will definitely be looking online for a new one because Lord knows that my stores won't restock. So yeah. But as for articulation here, he can be very sassy. But you can turn his head this far to the left, this far to the right. Oh, maybe you can get all the way around. Yes, you can. All right. You can get his arm, and I guess it doesn't matter too much with articulation, being you're probably just going to have him waving on your display anyways, but whatever. This arm can go up this much, down this much. This arm can go up this much, down this much. I don't think he has any sort of no wrist articulation. And as for his legs, can move them forward this far and back this far, and they do have a bit of a swivel here. And I don't know if he has any, no ankle swivel either. So yeah, and you can't obviously really get him into any good running poses. I mean, this just, look at him go, look at him run. So overall, this figure is going to be meant for standing and looking pretty on your shelf, and I'd say he's very good at that. All right, up next here we have Tails the Fox, and this figure looks amazing. He's one of the main reasons, besides Knuckles, which we'll get into him soon, that I got this, because the 4-inch line is not providing with any classic characters besides Sonic, Mighty, and Ray. So, and I mean, they're great figures, but I wanted Tails and Knuckles, so, and yeah, the 2.5 inch line does have them, so, I mean, clearly, so I got them. And this Tails looks spectacular. He's got the inside of his ears a little faded, but still very nice white. Same with his chest and face. And he's in an actual, like, more idle pose, as with the rest of the cast in here, which I really like having them in an idle pose because you can do whatever really with them. I mean, he can kind of be, I know he doesn't run much, he more uses tails to keep his speed, but can get him into somewhat of a running pose, and he'll look good in it. And you can just do like, just get him into whatever pose you want, and well, that the articulation will provide, and it will look good. It's not like Sonic where he'll be doing some really weird, sassy, crooked run. So, yeah. And as for articulation with our little guy here, you can turn his head all the way around. His arms will go up this far and down this far. Again, no wrist articulation, but you can swivel like that. And you can swivel his feet and legs like that. And you can get him into nice sitting like that. And his tails also will move around. And being you can pop him out like that, I would have liked to see, in the future maybe, I would like to see a tails like this, but you can swap the tails out. So you can have a flying one and a normal one, so that way you don't have to buy 2 figures for the flying variants, which I think would be very nice. Now, he doesn't stand very well, I don't think, with his tails like that. No, so you do have to kind of have him like this to get him to stand. And it would have been cooler if they made it so his tails, like, if they molded it in a way that they sag down a little lower or something. So that way his tails would, like, be on the same level as heels here and support him. But overall, very nice tails. Up next, we have Knuckles here. And this is the main reason I got this pack. It was like a cheap way to get all the characters, and Knuckles was just staring at me, pleading for me to buy him. Because, I mean, just look at him. This is an amazing figure. Such a good figure. Just looks amazing. The paint on there looks great. He has a little bit of white bleeding down onto the snout there, but other than that, paint on there is spectacular. He can look this far left, this far right, so not very far in either direction due to the quills here. But his arms do move about up here for each side. There we go. And they do go swivel down like that. There we go. So you can get them, let's see here, there we go. You can get them to kind of get into some cool running poses with that. His legs kick out this far forward, this far back, and it does have a bit of a swivel there. So overall, very nice with Knuckles. His boxing gloves look amazing. And overall, I'm so glad I was actually able to get a classic Knuckles. Especially with the Jakks 4-inch line. They just, I think they're re-releasing Knuckles in the next wave. Thank God I'm getting him. But, it's just really hard to get Knuckles now. So, yeah. But, just one more quick look at him. 360. He has a nice jutting out tail there. Yeah. Knuckles looks great, and I'm glad to have him. All right. Up next here, we have Amy. Looks great. She has a pink shade of paint for her fur, and she's wearing her dress, the green and orange from CD. She's wearing some light blue sneakers with orange laces, and has some sort of red headband thing on. I'm not sure, but she looks great. As for articulation, she can look, these giant puffs on her arms kind of limit, so she can look this far left, this far right. She has her arms that can go up this far, down this far, so not so much. They do go back and forth. She, again, is in more of an idle pose, so you can get her into some good running poses, I'd assume. Looks decent, not too bad. And you can get some other nice movement out of there. Side to side on the legs. So, yeah. This Amy looks really great. And considering I got the Tomy Classic Metal Sonic, we'll check in the... Oh, my bad. We'll check in the size comparisons how well she looks next to him. But, yeah. Overall, very great Amy. She has a little bit of yellow there, I just noticed, I think. But other than that, the paint doesn't look too bad. Oh, I don't know how skin tone got right there, actually. Weird. But overall, great paint. She has some sort of shark fins coming out the back. It's actually kind of weird. She's not like the other Sonic characters. She doesn't have the, like, one down here, two on top. So, like the rest of them do. Well, the rest of the hedgehogs do. Like that. But, yeah. All right, lastly, we have the evil Dr. Robotnik here. And he looks great. A little orange, I'd say. But overall, great. His arms... Well, actually, let's take a look at paint first before I get into there. Looks great there. I mean, I don't really see anything bleeding beside... Like, the only thing that I see that is a little weird to me is the shade of skin, which in real life is a little lighter than it is on camera. On camera, it just looks straight yellow. But it looks more of a skin tone in person. But the mustache is painted very well. His pink nose looks very good. I'm not sure if you can see it. There's a little bit of brown there. But other than that, he looks great. As for articulation, he can turn his head that far left and that far right. I'm sure you can get him 360, but I don't want to break his mustache off. His arms move up this far. So overall, this Eggman seems to have the best range of motion this far down. No wrist movement. And you can kind of get him into a sitting pose. Kicks this far forward, this far back, so not really good for running. But overall, very nice range of motion from this guy. And with my 3D printer that I just got, which I'll definitely show you once I start printing stuff on my YouTube Shorts, I'm going to try and get a, like, Eggmobile or whatever, his egg pod that he rides in. I'm going to try and print that in a couple different scales, so that way you can have one for the 4-inch Eggman and this Eggman, because he just seems incomplete here. He just doesn't seem right. He doesn't stand that well, though, either, so, which is why the egg pod might help. But, yeah. I mean, overall, great figure. Very nice. All right, and for size comparisons, we have all these guys lined up. So we have Eggman standing the tallest at about 3.25 inches, and the shortest, Tails, being just about 2.5. Sonic is at about 2.5. Wait, Tails... Oh, 2.25, never mind. Because Sonic's at 2.5, perfectly. Knuckles is about 2.5, if not a little taller. And Amy is at also about 2.5. So they did scale them very accurately to the games, which is very nice. Tails being the shortest, Eggman being the tallest. And yeah, let's get into some size comparisons here and my big bin of Sonic characters here. So first off, I'm going to do some 4-inch line characters, like, obviously, the blue blur himself, Sonic the Hedgehog. And we'll also do, let's do one we haven't seen in a while. We have Omega. Right there, very nice. Let's also do the Tony line. We have Metal Sonic and Sonic. Or here, actually, let's do Knuckles instead. I'm sure Knuckles would stand better and he looks better, in my opinion, but that's just because he's Knuckles, so... Yeah, very nice. Oh, throwing them around. And finally, let's do our classic characters. We have, hold on, there they are. Classic Metal Sonic and classic Sonic. Don't mind the paint. I got him when I was like 10, so I'm sure I played with him a whole bunch or something. He doesn't stand very well anymore either. Very good. Not really. He's not standing that well. So yeah, very nice. Definitely a great pack if you ask me. If you did enjoy this video, once again, that's going to be the end. I should probably say that. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. And check out my Twitch, check out the Discord. Renaming tomorrow. So yeah. But anyways, that is going to be the end of this one. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.